Hello, welcome to this presentation on Delphi PDF processing and document creation technologies from Gnostice. I'm Girish Patil from Gnostice Information Technologies, and I'm going to give you a tour of the Gnostice products in this area. Here's our plan for this session. First, I will be giving you a quick introduction to the Gnostice products, and then we'll go deep into the demos of several of the products. Finally, we'll come back for some general information, and we also have a special offer for CodeRage 5, which I will be telling you about, and finally we'll open out for Q&A. So here are the specific Gnostice products for Delphi programmers. First, we have eDoc Engine VCL, which is a multi-format document creation suite of components. eDoc Engine offers several components for creating documents in about 20 formats, and it supports PDF quite deep and has Unicode support for PDF as well. Then we have PDF Toolkit VCL, which is a toolkit for working with PDF documents. You can perform any task that you want to perform on a PDF document, such as splitting a PDF document, merging multiple PDF documents, extracting pages from a PDF document, and viewing, printing, filling forms, and many more functions. And a relatively new product, which is the Extreme PDF Converter. It's a component for converting PDF documents to user-friendly Word documents. So you can convert a PDF document to Word and use that Word document for word processing. That is, easily edit that document after the conversion when you convert it with Extreme PDF Converter. And all of these tools are available in a bundle or a subscription, which is the Extreme Dev System VCL Universal Subscription. It includes all Gnostice VCL tools current and releasing in the next 12 months. You get free updates for all the products and new ones added in the next 12 months. So here are some of the demos that we are going to see today. We're going to cover a bit of each of the products and quite a bit about eDoc Engine, because a lot of new things have come into this product in the recent major release. So first we'll start with eDoc Engine and look at all the document creation facilities and components it offers, right from taking an existing application or a report and enabling it to be exported to multiple document formats. Then we look at some specific features about eDoc Engine for high quality PDF creation, and then we'll go into PDF processing and PDF conversion demos. So let me switch to the Delphi IDE so we can get started with the demos now. So I'm going to start with an existing application of Rave, which actually is the Rave demo that comes with Rave reporting tool. I'm going to take this application or this report application and enable it to export to multiple document formats. So let's just run this very quickly and see that it does not have any capability now to export to any electronic formats. So I'm going to just choose one of these reports, say print, and select file as the output. And you can see here that there is no other special generic format or popular format listed here. So let's close this quickly, then go over here and just go to the Gnostice tab on the tool palette, drop a few components, a few engines, PDF, RTF, HTML maybe, and Excel, and then pick up the adapters or the interfaces to connecting with Rave, one for each format that we want to enable exporting to, and then we hook up the interface to each of the engines. I just hope I've done it right here. So the first one is hooked to Excel, and then HTML, PDF. That's one important one that we want to see. Okay, so now that's about it to enable an existing application to be able to export to an electronic format. So let's run this. Now when we say print, we should have those additional 4 formats magically appearing here. That's right, so we have the Excel, HTML, PDF, and the rich text format. So let's just choose PDF. That's our favorite format always. Let me just give a file name, not worry about where it goes. Say OK, and then you see the PDF engine offers you a dialog to configure the export. So you can choose if you want to embed the fonts and what kind of embedding you want to do, and some other stuff over here. You can select if you want to only export the text in the report, the shapes, images, and so on. And you can also set compression levels, the encryption settings. You can set a password on the document, and also enable what permissions the user will have when you have password protected the document. Let's just leave it at the default options and click OK. And we should see the PDF showing up. There you are. Now let's just try another format, maybe HTML this time. Again, these are the HTML options that we see here. eDoc engine offers great level of customizability or flexibility in the output that you can achieve through just by setting properties and maybe, if required, programming some of the events. So let's leave this as well as it is and click OK. Hey, the browser is opening up, or it's already open, and it shows up. It shows the new exported document in the browser. I think that looks pretty good. So let's get back and do something a little more deeper. So that's basically it for taking an existing report application and enabling it to export to multiple formats. We drop a few components like the engine component and the interface for that particular reporting tool, hook up the interface with the engine, and internally the registration happens with the reporting tool, and automatically the format comes up as a choice when you try to save it or print the report. And you can check out some of the properties that eDoc Engine's PDF engine offers. So you can decide also if you want to convert the URLs in the document to actual clickable links and so on. There are several properties. We'll go into some of them in a short while. So let's move on to another demo that I have here, and with another reporting tool. So we're going to see a demo with fast report now. So let me just run this. So this is a standard demo that comes with eDoc Engine, and it has loaded up an existing already generated fast report into it. Let's export this. Okay, so we have the application is already set up to export to all the formats that eDoc Engine supports. So let's choose something else this time. Maybe the Excel format, which is also a very important format. Let's see how that comes out. Again, we have some options here. We could decide whether we want the spacing of the output to be modified or just to be left as it is. So when we set -1, the spacing is as close to the input document as can be, or if we want only a single column space between each of the columns, then we can just set the specific value to the column spacing and row spacing properties right here. So let's leave it as it is and click OK. Okay, so let me just bring up the report again so we can see how good the export was. So this is the report, and you can see that the columns have been maintained throughout. So what the Excel engine gets is actually just XY coordinates that would normally be placed on a plain sheet of paper, and it has to take that raw data and map it to actual columns in an Excel file, and that's what happened here. Okay, let's close this. Let's close the application as well, and so let's see what we did here actually. So all the engine components were placed on the application, and actually the interface is being reused here internally dialog is shown for saving the report, and then automatically the single interface that is placed here is being reused for exporting to the relevant formats. Okay, let's move on to the next demo, which is, I think, a little more interesting, or it has some features in there that make the PDF interactive. So let's see what we have done there. Let's just run it and see what is happening first. So this is a demo with Report Builder, and as you can see, eDoc Engine supports most of the popular reporting tools out of the box. So you can simply install eDoc Engine, install the reporting tool, and start working with both those tools just by placing components on your form. So let's invoke this report. Let me give it my very famous file name to it, and click OK. It says it's already there. I say go ahead and replace it. So we can see that some new things have been done in this report. So first of all, the report is a very simple one, just generated from the BioLife database. And what's happening here is we have used some of the features of the PDF engine to generate the bookmarks for the records in this report, so that we can easily navigate to the specific record just by clicking on the bookmarks. And also we have added we have made the main field of this record to be clickable, and actually what we have done is we have made it into a hyperlink which goes to Google and actually invokes a search on Google with that particular, with the name of that, or with the text in that particular field, and in this case the name of the fish. Yeah, let me just execute this and see how it goes. So Adobe just wants to confirm that we want to allow this operation. We'll say allow. And my browser comes up, and we have invoked a search on Google, passing the name of the fish, and hey, it's working all right. So let's see how we achieve this. Let me close this PDF, go back into Delphi and close the application. So the report, there's nothing special in the report, just the standard report, and then also we have hooked up the report builder export interface to a PDF engine, and we have written some code in here to get the bookmarks into the document and also make the name of the fish clickable. So we do that here in the onDrawText event of the report builder export interface. So let's go see the code for this stuff. Let me switch to code layout that I have configured specially to show me just the code. So when the export interface encounters text, it fires this event passing to the event the actual text being written out to the document, and with some other information that we can use, such as the position of the text and so on, and actually the object of that text draw class. So what we are doing here is making sure that it is the PDF engine that is executing by checking the type of the engine which is passed through in the event, and then we are making sure that it is the text that is coming in is of the font and size that we want to actually convert to a bookmark. And after that we call some local functions which internally invoke edoc engine's methods. So on the PDF engine we have the add TOC item, which is the table of contents items, which takes the title of the bookmark and also the level that it should be placed on. In this case it's all at the root level, so we say -1, and it takes the page number for the destination of that bookmark. So when you click the bookmark, it will go to, or it will open up this particular page that we specify and position the view at this particular Y coordinate. So all of this we are getting through our event, so we just pass it on to edoc engine's add TOC item method. So that's about it for adding the bookmark to each of the records in that report, and the title of that bookmark being the name of the fish. The other thing that we're doing here is inserting or making the fish name clickable and go into Google and search for that particular name. So again we access the engine and we create some objects of some standard types of the PDF engine. One of them is so we want to insert a link annotation here to make that particular text item clickable. So we create a PDF link annotation, and when we click it, the action that we want taking place is that it should go out and search for basically an internet address needs to be invoked. So for that we create a link action and set the URI property of that link action to the actual command that we want executing, in this case Google.com, and with some parameters with the name of that fish. So, and then we finally call the add annote item, passing the object, the annotation object, and that's about it. So it inserts it makes that the name of that fish clickable and also invokes the action when you click it. So that's a bit of customization, or how we can make use of edoc engine's features to make the report more interesting and more interactive and more easy to use. So this way we could add a whole lot of other items to the report. For example, we could place form fields or some note annotations if we want, or in fact even eliminate some items programmatically based on some conditions. Alright, switching back to the default view. So we're done with the report builder demo. Now let's see what else we've got. Okay, so this is a quick report demo. Let me execute this real quickly. Okay, I need to make that the default application. Execute it again. So we have a simple report loaded up, and what I want to show is a particular feature of the Excel engine. So let me just execute it and select Excel right here real quickly and give a new file name, save it and say OK. It brings up the Excel output of that report, and if you notice here, there is some hints that Excel is putting out, suggesting that some of the values are not properly formatted. So it's basically a number and it's still formatted as text. So let's see how we can quickly fix that. Again, using a standard property of eDoc engine, there is a property to tell the Excel engine to actually inspect the text and try to identify the format, the appropriate format for that data. And we do that by just selecting the auto format cells property or setting it on. And then so let's execute the report again, and as we can see, now all the numbers are formatted as a number there. Okay, let's close this and get out of here. Okay, so that's about it for the report export demos. Now let's go see some code-based reports. A lot of our customers use eDoc engine to generate customized PDF documents without using a reporting tool, and eDoc engine has a full-fledged set of methods to generate documents, and what we're going to see here is actually the feature of eDoc engine that lets you reuse your existing printing code. So eDoc engine offers you a true canvas that you can draw onto using any Windows API or the standard canvas methods. And we can see here, so we simply have placed a PDF engine, set some properties on it, and then we are calling an internal method passing the canvas of the engine, and in that particular method we are calling or using that canvas and calling standard canvas or setting canvas properties and calling methods on the canvas to create some content in the document. And we use this particular procedure, the same procedure for printing as well, or actually it would have initially been there in your printing code, and you can just reuse it for creating a PDF document. So again, here we use the same method, passing the printer canvas. So that's the capability or the facility that eDoc engine offers to reuse your existing printing code. Now we're doing something else here, something special, which lets you create high resolution print quality PDFs. Just to give you some information, some of our customers also use eDoc Engine eDoc Engine's PDF engine specifically to create PDFs of printed circuit boards. So I'm sure everybody's seen a printed circuit board and the level of detail that it can hold in a very small area of that board. So if we didn't have that resolution to be able to access the board, in this case the actual paper that is going to hold the image of that printed circuit board, it would just not be able to hold all that detail on that paper, and we would not be able to write applications such as this one, that is to generate a printed circuit board on a simple A4 or a letter size paper. So eDoc Engine offers or gives us the facility to specify the input resolution that it needs to use, and also handles that resolution and encodes it into the PDF so that things are not overlapped and really coarse. So let's run this demo and actually see what it looks like. Okay, so let's generate the document first at 96 dpi, which is the standard dpi. We should have the PDF coming up in a few seconds. Okay, so if we can see here, we have just output a line of text and then some patterns, and what we want to see. So we just need to mentally hold this image for a second, and let's generate the same output in 1000 dpi. Okay, so at 1000 dpi it looks like there's no real information there. Now let's zoom in and actually see what it contains. So one thing to note is that both these reports that we generated are outputting to the same area or the same measurement on paper, but with a higher level of detail. So if we zoom in to the 1000 dpi image, we can see in the same area of the paper the level of detail that it is now holding. So you can see the number of squares and circles that are there in the same area of paper as compared to the 96 dpi PDF. So when you print this on a high resolution printer, you can actually see all the detail coming out clean. But on a 96 dpi screen, it looks like there's nothing on it, or it's just it's painted solid black. Let's go see the code for this real quickly. So it's quite simple actually. The PDF engine gives us the two properties to set the DPI. So the input XRES and the input YRES, we can set it to any level that we want, and just make sure that the input that we are passing to the engine is also at that resolution. and then it's real standard stuff. We set the font, set just have a loop to put out rectangles and ellipses of onto the paper. And the same thing happens when you print it, and also when you generate it at 96 dpi. Hope people who have had this problem of the resolution could make out here the level of detail that you can actually achieve with this particular feature. Okay, now for a demo on the Unicode capabilities of eDoc Engine's PDF engine. Let's run this. Okay, so I guess I'm still running the other one. Let me close it. And make the Unicode demo active, run it. Just click the button on the form, run. And this demo has just simple phrases from different languages, and it just puts it out or outputs it to the PDF canvas using different bidirectional writing modes. So as you can see here, let's actually look at the code to get a good idea of what is happening here. So when we have to actually support or have full Unicode support in PDF, there's a lot of underlying processing that goes on in the PDF engine, which is to actually map the glyphs to the appropriate fonts based on the language and so on. Just to give you an idea, the particular font selected here does not have glyphs in all the languages, but if you use this font and use standard Windows GDI or Windows API functions, Windows internally does all the font mapping, and you'll see the output properly on screen. But that does not take place in the PDF. Rather, the Adobe Reader wants everything to be very specific. So when we create the PDF, we have to the engine has to do the processing of knowing what glyph is coming in and then mapping it to the appropriate font. So all that is happening inside eDoc Engine's PDF engine, and after that we get a usable PDF output. So let's have a look at that output, and if you see, so the input font is just this Calibri or whatever it's called. And let's go look at the fonts that actually have been used to create this document. So you can see that mostly the English text is in the original font, and the rest have been mapped to their appropriate fonts. Rest of the text, that is. Okay, let's see what else we've got. Okay, that actually completes the demos on eDoc Engine. Now let's look at the demo for the PDF converter, and for this I'm going to use a precompiled application because I have a slightly newer version of this particular product. So let me invoke the executable. First we'll go see what it does, and then we'll come back to the code. So I'm going to supply some PDF documents to this particular application. It's going to give me the default names for the output, so I'm just going to use that and say convert. So a whole lot of processing happened on that PDF document, and now we have a Word document of that PDF document, and pretty well formatted, I would think. I can say actually. So what was in the PDF was simple or just plain XY coordinates for all the text that we can see here, and all of this has been processed, and even what looks like a table on the PDF document was actually not a table. It was just lines and text placed at different locations, but PDF converter identified that and converted it to a table in the output Word document. You can see it's quite good actually. It even understands the alignment of the text, so whatever was center aligned is actually set to center align and so on. And you can see that the table data has been put into a table. Let's have a look at this particular input document. If things can work a bit faster, because we are running out of time. Okay, so you can see the original PDF document and the converted document in Word. So it's we have actually come a long way with this conversion stuff. It's pretty intelligent now and quite capable. Let's go see the code for that real quickly. So when we click convert, or even before that, there's this PDF converter component. There's nothing much to do in there. You just need to specify the input file and invoke the convert method on that. So that's what's happening here. The input and output documents or names are set, and convert is being called on that. And also it offers some nice events to customize the output or intercept as the conversion takes place, is taking place rather. So there's one thing I would like to highlight here is the adoption of this convention for the event arguments. It's quite convenient because if we send a class to the event instead of individual variables, object of a class, if we can send instead of a variable, then we can actually extend or add new values or new properties to that we pass to that event without breaking the interface of that particular event. And this is actually quite the standard in .NET, and we have adopted it in our newer tools. So yeah, we can see that it has a few events, and for processing also, if a PDF was password protected, then we can supply the password through this event, we know when the job was started, and we also know what kind of element got detected and so on. So if we wanted to drop that particular element, that also can be done. Okay, I think I'm done with the demos here. Let me just go over real quickly to the Gnostice demos folder. So if you want more of the demos, you can in the installed product there are a whole lot of demos, so please have a look at them for each of the reporting tools and then specific features of eDoc engine in the eDoc engine folder. And I couldn't show a demo of PDF Toolkit here, but it's got a whole lot of demos, so please have a look at them when you get a chance. And also the demo for the Extreme PDF converter. Okay, let's get back and see what else we got. Okay, actually we've completed the demos. So the last time I showed this picture, we didn't have a lot of the pieces that I just showed right now. In fact, we didn't have the converter piece really working at that time. Now we really got it to a good stage. We can convert PDF documents to really usable Word documents at this stage now with the Extreme PDF converter. So we are extending this and pushing on this particular vision that we have. That is, we want to support or enable users to do everything that they want to do with any document format. We want to enable it through our tools. And here's the special offer. So all of these tools that we just saw are included in the Extreme Dev System VCL Universal subscription, which actually gives you access to the current and newer tools releasing in the next 12 months. And you get free updates, free upgrades to major and minor versions as well, and the licensing is perpetual, it doesn't expire. You get also full source code for all the runtime components. And what do you know, we are even running a special right now, $150 discount on the Extreme Dev System VCL. So you get it for just $699 now until the end of October 2010. And for more information on all this, please go to the Gnostice website and the CodeRage.asp page. Let me show that to you. So the offer is listed, and we'll have some updates to that page shortly with the code for all of what I showed. And more. Okay, I've come to the end of this presentation. Thank you for joining me, and we can open out for Q&A now. Thank you.